That's not a drone. That's my wife. What?
Oh! All right, welcome back to Expanse Actium. Let's do a quick recap of what happened last week. We picked up our crew finding the station, the Pyramid News Network, and getting saving the crew, saving the owners of it, and getting the information they needed. Which was that the person leaking all the information about the Protomolecule to the Pyramid News Network was Let me pull this up again because I'm scared as always.
Marjorie Lewis?
No, that was the I believe that was the name of it. It was Marjorie Lewis was the one who was the runner, the person who ran the Pyramid News Network, I think. No, that was the one who owned the shop.
Yeah, sorry, the one who owned the Karakara Electronics place.
Yeah. It was Nari Jarik, who was the former director of Project Sandman. She was the one leaking all this information. When the crew arrived at Luna to go find her, they found out that she was working at Karakara Electronics, which is a company that sold mostly surveillance equipment. So they made their way to Level City, went to Karakara, managed to bluff their way in to talk with Nari. Had a bit of a heart-to-heart. She explained that she got us information about Benji and Pope Sanchez, how that Benji used to work for Pope Sanchez, broke away when Benji got a hold of the Protomolecule, at least possibly Protomolecule, because he is looking to sell a biological weapon, while Pope Sanchez, specifically Sebastian Pope, is looking to hold on to the Protomolecule for his own purposes of trying to develop a tool to go into deep space. So, with Nari having a kind of a fit of conscience, she decided that she was going to try to stop both of them from doing their own experiments. So she gave the information to the Actium crew about two transports, a transport that may have the Protomolecule on it, which was on its way from Ganymede to Mars, and another transport which was going to intercept them, which was controlled by Vector Security. So they spent, after leaving the electronics store, they were stopped by local police because one of the crew may have been a little hungover and walking around with his guns out like a madman.
Would do that.
And scared the shop owner, who called the local security. So UN security showed up. They had a bit of a tense negotiations. UN shot at them, and thanks to a combination of quick thinking and cool heads, the Actium crew was able to avoid getting arrested. Then they went out and purchased drones, modified some of their own drones, and then headed back to the Actium to chart a course for to intercept these two ships. So where we bring these now, the crew is now being brought, is now on their way towards this rendezvous. And we're going to start with Sloane and Diana in the kind of the common area.
Dirty Diana.
And Diana is she's been waxing like a lot about Mars, since you're both from Mars. You both have been talking a lot about Mars and what you miss about Mars, what you don't miss about Mars. And she does mention in a conversation, she says, the one lead that I have from Mars about this whole endeavor strikes me the wrong way, and I don't know why. I've heard rumors that the Martian military has known about this for a while and has been trying to acquire their own samples. but I
Wouldn't
can't confirm
surprise
that.
me.
I can't confirm it though. The only thing I have on all of this is a remote base just outside of near the Mariner Valley. Supposedly testing ranges.
Can I look up any information on that base? Because if I'm from Mariner Valley, I might be pretty knowledgeable of it, or at least like at a glance, I might know about it, kind of thing.
Yeah, give me a pull up my quick references so I have all of that there. But I believe it would be an intelligence kind of thing.
Okay.
Because you're just kind of like pulling out like, oh yeah, I know this because I'm from this area, sort of thing.
Right. Submit. Secret. Submit.
Double check this. Yeah, it'd be intelligence. It'd be intelligence, current affairs, I think would be, if you had that.
I rolled it.
Okay, so, and you have some points if you want to use it. That's a success.
Let's see. I gotta get probably an investigation stunt. Ooh, flashback might be fun. Sorry, I'm just reading through these real fast. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna do down the rabbit hole and flashback. So down the rabbit hole, if the test has led to a reveal, the GM also provides a brand new lead about a new subject that will lead to greater rewards. And flashback, the test reminds you of something important you forgot.
Okay, so not only do you know about this base, your both your parents, I believe both your parents avoided getting the military, if I remember correctly. Yeah, or well, you said that
they were scientists like for the terraforming. And yeah, I think I would assume they were somewhat involved with the military because like that's kind of the thing with them is that's one of the reasons they were like, we're done with like the military being so aggressive to like the elders.
So both your parents worked at this base at some point. Whenever someone brought it up, they wouldn't talk about it.
Right. It was the thing they never talked about.
They never talked about. You didn't bring it up in conversations. Whenever someone brought it up to them, they would just change the subject. It became pretty obvious it was not a comfortable conversation. You also remember that from time and time when your brother was originally working for the MCRN, for a lot of period of that time, he worked at that base.
Like the one that's in the MCRN, or like, are you talking about the pirate brother? Like,
no, the one that's
MCRN or something?
The one that was in Gunner, the one who was in the MCRN.
He worked.
He spent his when he was like a lieutenant. He was working at that base. So your family has a long history with that base. So it's something when she brings it up, you're pretty certain that that's what she was referring to. Because again, your brother doesn't talk a lot about it when you've known him.
So that's my flashback, right?
Yeah.
That's the flash now. Now, like down the rabbit hole stuff also is to be considered.
So one of the things that she's mentioning is to do with terraforming. That the reason why she thinks that the Martians want to get a hold of the protomolecule is because they could lead to terraform, which makes a lot of sense compared to you considering your parents' background in the terraforming project.
Yeah, and I kind of, I'm not going to tell her every little bit, but I'm basically going to express to her like my family has a long history with that base.
A long history? How?
My parents and my brother have all worked at it. It was always an uncomfortable topic. They never talked about it.
Well, you might want to bring it up with your parents because it seems like it's wrapped up in this whole thing.
That's exactly what I was thinking. My brother's still active in MCRN, so I don't necessarily want to talk to him about it because he can't necessarily. I haven't talked to him in a while. He probably is being bitchy about that anyway. I should probably call him later.
She also mentions that specifically, and she pulls out her hand terminal and flips a little file towards you.
I'm gonna look at it.
Benji's name shows up as one of the people involved in some missing crates.
I look at this
base.
Missing crates.
You recognize the names of the people who are also in that list.
Oh no.
It's the people who worked with Brick that were stealing Martian technology.
Oh god damn it. She just oh my god, like Sloan suddenly realizing, like internally, like, oh my god, am I at the center of this proto-molecule shit and didn't even know it? Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, she's just gonna kind of be like, she's gonna roll her eyes and like put her hand terminal face down. She's like, I need to call some people. Mostly my family.
Well,
pretty much everybody at this point. Like literally she's like, I'm gonna have to get the whole family on calls at this. Oh my god.
Well, maybe you'll be able to meet them since when we're done with this transport, you'll be able to. I have to go back to Mars anyways, so I wouldn't mind stopping off at Mariner Valley. It's not too far where I want to go. Not the best place in the universe. No offense.
I get it. But yeah, let me go. I'll let you know what I find out, if I find out anything worth finding out. I'm gonna go do these calls privately, if you don't mind.
Go for it.
Yeah, she'll go to her quarters.
Okay.
And on the way, if Jata's on the way, like if she can run into him, or if he's just over calm, she's like, "Hey, I need to make secure calls. I don't know if there's anything special I need to do for that."
You do cryptography.
Sure. Give me a second, I guess.
He's become the communications officer.
He's become everything. It's like, Jata, do everything. He's like the epitome of
all right.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Okay.
He's become he's literally become a embodiment of the belt. Like a bunch of inners are like, I need this to be done, Jata. And Jata's just like, I'm gonna do a miracle. Now pay me, please. No?
Yeah. All right, I'm going to do another miracle.
Hey, she always tries to make whoever we take contracts with gets him paid because she knows that's like what keeps him loyal.
1 second, please, caller. Your call has been connected.
Yeah, you're good.
21. Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this call she basically would have connected to her parents.
Yeah. All right. So the call goes through pretty quickly, and your mom answers, and she answers. She's like, "Are you okay? Are you in jail? Do you need bail money? What's going on?"
I'm fine. Why? Why are you asking that? What do you think I'm doing?
Your brother sent a really cryptic message about you working with him, and I didn't know how good that sounded. He sounded like he was in trouble again.
Well, it's funny that you mention him because we need to talk about the base.
What base?
You know what we're talking about. And stop. I'm not a 15-year-old anymore who you think can't handle these things. Like we have to talk about it because some
it's
really
classified.
Like, Mom, new shit has come to light, man.
I can't talk about it.
Mom.
It's classified. My duty to Mars supersedes my motherhood. You know that.
Mom, you gave up your duty to Mars a long time ago.
I can't talk about it. They're
Mom,
probably
what do
even
you-
listening to this call. I don't even know if my room's not bugged. Your brother is a captain in the MCRN.
Oh, and he's getting a call today too.
It's probably in the front lines, to be fair.
I hope he's okay.
We do too. We haven't heard from him in a week or so. We assume it's just travel, busy, but being a frigate in the middle of a war is not exactly the best place to be.
You know how he's been. He doesn't like to worry you guys about when he's doing something dangerous. He's always been that way.
None of you have been. You've always been like that. All of you have.
Hmm.
And I hear you part of you have a ship now?
I am not a pirate. Before you say it, I am not a pirate. But yes,
Who said you're a pirate? I was told you were a free merchant.
Everybody, like, the Mars thinks I'm a pirate, Mom. I'm not. I'm a privateer. I'm a captain.
I know. All of our kids are captains. It's weird since none of us wanted to go to space. And you hear your dad on the other side says, "Space is terrible. Come back home. It's safer on Mars." Your father wants you to come home.
What am I supposed to do at home, Dad?
Join the terraforming project.
Y'all left the terraforming project because of military hostilities against the Belters. I don't understand why you guys always want me to go back into science and things like you tried to get me to do when I was a kid, but which I was really good at. But
your mom just shrugs it off, just like your father's just worried about you. It's a dangerous world out there between your brother going to war, your other brher doing God knows what.
I know.
And you being a privateer?
Everybody thinks we're pirates, but we're problem solvers. Mom, I am going to unite all people in this.
That's what scares me.
What? Nobody else is doing it. Somebody's got to do it.
But I can't talk to you about the base. Here.
Mom, let me put it to you this way.
I can't talk with you about the base.
Well, I can talk at you. The protomolecule might be compromised.
The what?
The protomolecule.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly. It might be compromised. I know you can't talk to me about it, but there are certain things you can do to make sure that our information is accurate because we want to prevent the protomolecule from getting into the wrong hands, which it may have already done so.
Well, maybe you should talk about this in person. When are you coming back to Mars? Your dad goes, "Yeah, when you come back to Mars?" We haven't seen you in a year.
I actually might be by within how long do you think, like, time-wise, Paul, that would be?
Well, it depends because you're currently going for an intercept, but after that,
So within the next week?
Yeah, probably in the next week, 2 weeks. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and that's what I tell her. I'm like, probably in the next week or two, I'll be actually back. I'll come by and visit. We actually do plan on going to Mariner's Valley.
Excellent. Your father will make his barbecue, and maybe Gunner or Brick will be here. Brick's off in Ceres. Brick's apparently in Ceres.
I'll talk to all of them at this point. I'll call Gunner. I'll call Brick. Maybe we can get the band together again. It's the Maddox family band. Remember that?
I don't want to remember it. I was good at fiddle. No, you weren't, honey. You were terrible at fiddle. Honey, if you ever get married, be honest with your partner. It's the last thing you want to do is lie to them. But I was good at fiddle. You were terrible at fiddle.
Oh my God, you guys. Well, anyway, guys, I'll see you probably in the next week or two. Please take care and please be safe. Obviously, things are going on that people may have questions for you because you are my child. I mean, pardon me, I am your child, and so is Gunner, and so is Brick, and we all seem to be having a lot going on these days since we're all captains.
We're fine. You're the least of our concerns right now. We've got, Your father, by the way, he decided that he's got a green thumb and has decided to set aside part of the communal greenhouse for his own okra.
Oh, I'm sure he's got the biggest okra in the whole land because
He's killed it.
Oh no.
Twice.
Oh my god, Dad. Dad, stop killing the plants.
Just tell your father to let me actually grow it for him, and he'll be fine. Otherwise,
Dad, you were never good at the plant part of it. You were always good at the geological side. Mom is the green thumb. Do the dirt for her. And
listen to your daughter. Listen to your daughter. See, there we go. Stay safe, honey.
All right, you too, guys. Mwah. Love y'all.
Love you. Hangs up.
Ugh. Ugh.
Parents, right?
Oh my god.
It is now safe to disconnect from your call.
Thank you. Disconnect. And she's obviously gonna call her brothers, but I was gonna pull back and let the other guys do something. So I'm not just the first half hour of the show being me calling my family.
Go nuts! You weren't here last week.
Yeah.
Please.
Oh, okay.
You're calling your family. Call your family. Go nuts.
Go for it. All right, Jata, I need to make a connection to
What?
Please, Jata. Jata, you know I love you. Come on.
Do I need to make another roll?
Yes. This is a separate connection.
Stand by.
Not bad.
It's not bad.
15?
15. Seems to be connected fine with your
and
cryptography.
This is to Gunner.
This is the Gunner. Okay.
All connected.
So it takes a while for it to come by. The delay is I should have role played the delay, but it's fine. This one is actually a lot less of a delay.
God, I'm role playing the delay.
Yeah. Talking over
give
each
plenty
other.
of time to think about what you're going to say, but that's man, true, that
sucks. So you picks up. You see actually not him pick up. You see someone in an MCR in uniform. Headset. Looks like there's a busy bridge behind them. Let me find a good name for this ship. Hold on.
Battleship Texas.
The bishop, the MCRN bishop,
nice.
This is the MCRN bishop. This is coming through on a personal call, but it seems to be encrypted. Who's calling?
Captain Maddox for Captain Maddox.
The person blinks a little bit. It's like a 19-year-old kid, very young, kind of confused.
My brother's your captain.
Oh, you're his wife?
I said my brother is your
captain.
Oh,
right. No, you're
just my
sister.
Martians, am I right?
Sorry. It's been a long day.
It's okay. I understand. You guys are really busy.
One second. Put you on hold for a moment. Your little MCR logo pops up, and then pops up again, and you see your brother. Sloan.
Hey. It's been a long time.
Yeah. Are you in jail?
Mom and Dad just asked me that too. No. Does it look like I'm in jail?
I got a reaming out from an admiral about you being a pirate.
I am not a pirate.
I also got a message from a Sergeant Cortez thanking me, saying that you saved his life, along with a Lieutenant Laban, who is now currently under investigation.
Yeah, I'm sure you've read their reports about what happened. We're the Actium.
Yeah, no, I've done the reports. I'm kind of more focused on fighting a war, but
I know.
What's going on?
The base.
What base?
The base.
He looks up at it and goes he stares at the screen for a moment, then a look of recognition crosses his eyes and goes, "It's classified."
I know. Oh my God, you sound just like Mom. Here's the deal. I'm not asking for classified information. What I'm telling you is that certain things from that base may be compromised. And I intend to fix that compromise.
Well, I can fix it for you. I'm heading back to Mars in about a week.
Well, I'll see you there.
Heading back to Mars?
For a visit.
Dad'll probably make his barbecue.
That's what they said.
Yeah.
I just got off the phone with Mom and Dad. But the important thing is that a certain molecule has been compromised. And I'm going to destroy it if I find it, brother. I'm giving you warning because I respect both you and what you do for the MCRN.
Just don't talk about that. They monitor these channels. I know my comms officer says this is encrypted, but just be careful.
Well, you be careful too, and call Mom and Dad once in a while. Let them know they're okay. You're okay.
I was gonna call them here in a few minutes, let them know that I was coming home, but we had a couple of fights with some UN, some blue bellies, and we won. But the bishop needs to go back to dry dock, so they sent us back to Mars.
If you ever need assistance in negotiating with the UN, please let me know.
Don't tell me you're working with the UN now.
I don't work with anybody.
Work with the OPA. That's what the Admiral told me.
I work with everybody. Look, things are in the works, but I do have a good relationship with them. Doesn't mean I am one of them. I just have a good relationship with them at this point.
Just be careful with Earthers. They're sneaky little bastards.
Yeah, but it's those attitudes that keep us separated from each other.
It's those attitudes that nearly caused a war.
Yeah.
Well, it is caused a war. We nearly destroyed Mars several times by now.
But that's what I do, brother. I fix those attitudes day by day. If somebody's going to unite this system, it's going to be me.
Careful with that ego. It's going to get you in trouble.
It's not ego. It's confidence.
Have you heard from Brick? Last I heard,
he's about to hear from me because he's in some trouble with me.
Last I heard, he was in Ceres. He told me he had a Goliath. I told him not to tell me these things, but a power armor? He also told me he showed you the power armor. What was going on between you and Brick?
Secure channels. I can't talk about it. Don't worry. I'm taking care of it.
You, with your ambitions to unite the whole universe, I have an ambition to survive and maybe make it to Admiral before I retire. And between you and Brick, I'm wondering if that's going to happen, let alone if I'm going to be breathing in the next 15 minutes.
If anybody is going to be an Admiral, it's going to be all of us because we're all amazing.
Stay safe. Don't let Brick drag you into any of his bullshit again.
No, I've learned that lesson.
And for God's sakes, call every once in a while, catch up. It's been like a year since we've talked.
It goes both ways, too.
You know I'm busy. I'm defending Mars. It's not exactly like it gives me a lot of free time.
I'm trying to fix the freaking system.
But I'll call you more often. All right?
All right. Love you.
Love you.
Stay safe.
You too.
Mwah.
Hangs up.
Oh my God. Oh, guys, are you sure you don't want to step in here? Because I got one more call to make.
By all means.
I will step in. I will step in actually a little bit and say let Chatan know that he's got a call himself.
Oh, is it urgent?
It's from Mr. F.
Mr. F. Pelota, my buttons changed. I don't have the sound anymore. Okay.
It's okay. I'll do it for you, Mr. F.
Hello.
Jata,
Yes.
I'm sending you files along with this message about Diana, is what her name is. You told me about her. Right?
That is correct, sir.
Be careful with her. We've been hearing some not so good things from the back channels. And the last thing I need you to do right now is spark an incident. We're trying to work the back channels to be the neutral third party between Earth and Mars. We're able to negotiate the peace between the two superpowers. We might end up on top. So the last thing I need you to do is go off half-cocked and attack a UN or a Martian ship.
Me? No, never. When have I ever sparked an incident?
You want me to list it?
That's okay. I think we're breaking up.
Just stay safe, and for whatever you do, make sure Highland doesn't die.
That can be arranged. Is there a reason for this?
Oh, we're just doing a betting pool to see if he dies in the Actium. And I've got him on the surviving side. It'd be a personal favor.
I see. Okay. One last thing before you hang up on me. Let me just I'll send you over my own stuff at the moment. My everything should be there.
All right, Sasa.
Okay. Anything else, Boss Meg?
Oh, if you can find anything on what the Earthers or the Martians have on the Dusters, the Earthers have on the Nauvoo, it would be very helpful.
Okay, can do. All right. Anything else? Would you like Earther fries with that?
Yes, and a shake, and
you know what a meme is. Yes. Okay. All right.
Mr. F out.
Fries go with that shake. Mm.
Mr. F knows memes because he's an Earth bastard. Okay, so I open up the files you sent me, or there's actual text files that you sent me.
There's text files. It's give me just for a quick glance. Give me let's see a good one. A intelligence check, because it'd be an intelligence research check.
Okay, see if I find my research spectacles.
Yeah.
I must have misplaced my my reading glasses in my other drone.
You look through it and it seems like gobbledygook. Just kind of a quick glance. It's a lot of information to take in. It's going to take you a little bit longer. It'll take you a little bit longer to kind of go through the files at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bunch of crap. So basically, he doesn't want me to cause any trouble, is what he said.
He said he doesn't want you to cause any trouble between Earth and Mars, because and on the message itself, he leaves just kind of instructions about getting involved, because you guys are an OPA ship technically. He doesn't want you to get into a shooting war with the Martians or the Earthers, because that'll damage their standing as the neutral party that is set up to negotiate a peace between the two, if need be.
Okay. All right, no problem. No, fat chance, but we'll see. There's not really much I can do. All right. Well, whilst I'm doing all that, I guess I'll also maintain, like faction status and stuff. Make some updates, make some posts on OPA book, some OPA memes like OK Inner and kinda has yeast burger, all that stuff, and send them out. Done. Okay. Oh, I'm also working.
That does need to be an Expanse meme. Okay, Inner.
Okay, Inner.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, yeah. And lastly, I was also working on my drone. So if anybody cares to look at my drone, it now has 3 characters. It's got a J. It's got a 2. It's got an A. It's my drone.
J2IA.
Jeta.
Ah, got it.
Jetois.
Jetois.
That's my third drone's name.
All right. So, Highland.
Yes.
We're going to also give you a quick call as well, because I do want to set this up. You get a call from an old acquaintance. Let me pull up the information on this, which seems to have bounced around a little bit. This isn't a live call. This is a recorded message.
Hello, you have reached the voicemail of Werner Highland.
Welcome back.
Ah,
I think it'd probably be like, what? Probably just think that would be his message.
what do you mean record a voicemail message?
What the hell
You're the one.
is going
They're
on?
supposed to be recording the message when they call me. Stupid
Hello.
device.
Hello, you've reached the voicemail box of Highland, Werner Highland. What the
Let's see.
If this is about the incident on series, please hang up now.
Go with.
I'm shaking with anticipation.
I see you shiver with anticipation. But maybe the rain isn't with its blame.
Nice.
For a long time, that was 2 different buttons on my soundboard. Was the first half of that line, and then just like
Nice.
halfway through the stream, I just hit patient.
I'll remove the cause, but not the symptom.
Let's see. I actually have the name of it here. Okay, so the it's the name you recognize as someone who used to work with pretty routinely, but you haven't talked with him in a long time.
Okay.
The name is right name here again. All right, it's her name's Katrina or Katria.
Altria.
Yeah, and she works for an OPA cell called the Voltaire Collective.
Well, I love that name so much. Okay. What did the Voltaire Collective do?
They're a violent, a violent and radical cell of the OPA. It's one of the cells that that I think Jata was also part of at one point early on. It's where you first saw Jata. You're muted, by the way, Jata.
Correct.
Hey, whoa. Airing my dirty laundry like that. Jeta doesn't wear laundry. I am inadmissible.
I plead the third. You refuse to quarter troops in your house? I'm a man of few principles.
The message is very, very, very brief. It's essentially, I hear you're working for the OPA now, at least for the Actium. You get any messages from Ceres blaming me? No, it's not me. Also, I've got a couple friends on Mars who want to talk with you. And it's just a recorded message. And that's all it is.
Could I call her back? Is there,
Yeah, you
is there like a
You can
callback
message her.
number?
You can call
Yeah,
it back.
I'll
It won't be a direct message, but it'll be it'll be like a message, like a video call, like a video message you can send.
Adria.
Good to see you. This is Highland. I do have received your message. Very nice to hear from you. I am curious though, what makes you think that I'm working for the OPA as much as you say I am. Also, I would like to know more about who wishes to speak to me on Mars. And I could see if we could spin this around and head there. But who is it? And why should I care?
Yeah.
And that's
All right.
what he sends.
30 cents. All right. It'll be a few minutes to get before
Yeah.
he comes back. So, if I think Buster's currently stepped away for a moment. So when she comes back, we'll get back to her. There's back. Do you want to talk to Brick now, Buster?
Yeah. Please. Secure channel. Thanks. Love you.
What now?
I need to connect another call.
Satana, I'm on the toilet!
Space
I can
toilet.
wait.
I did it on the toilet.
You also have 3 stem points if you want to use them.
It wasn't me.
I don't flush.
Oh no. Oh no.
It wasn't used 4 points. You only have 3 points.
God damn it!
You could cover your tracks.
When it matters, cover your track.
I cover my tracks.
It's Lysol.
Yes, I'll cover my tracks and still not flush.
So you post a -2 penalty on future rolls. Okay, so all right. The call comes through, and the call is answered, and you just see a mess. And you hear, hold on. I just put this on. Get out of here. What are you even doing? Go. He shows up with like shirtless and is like, oh, sis, how's it going? You enjoying that Martian armor?
Sorry to interrupt your activities.
Oh no, it was all long gone. He was just leaving.
Here's the deal. What are you doing in a week?
He kind of pulls up his hand terminal and looks through. Goes, I think I'm heading towards Pluto.
You should go to Mars.
Is it worth 50,000 credits?
Mom and Dad want to see all of us.
Mom and Dad wants to see us all the time. You know how many times I've gotten a message from Mom telling me I should start up a garden back at home?
You were always good at that, like she was.
Yeah, I hated it. I'm good at it. Doesn't mean I like it.
It seems like there's a lot of things that a lot of us were good at that Mom and Dad really made sure we were good at when we were kids, and then we all totally didn't do that for a living. And yeah. But anyway, so we need to discuss certain cargo you've traveled around and Benji.
Benji? Who's Benji?
You know who the fuck Benji is.
I don't know who Benji is, honestly. Unless you're talking about the Benji who everyone's trying to kill right now.
Yeah, that's the one.
What about him? How do you even fall in line with this?
Well, I don't want to explain all that, but now earlier, Paul, sorry, real quick pause. Did you, like, on one of the calls, like, something about he was involved with, like, the Protomolecule?
Benji or
No,
your brother?
Brother, Brick.
Brick, it wasn't the earlier call. It was something to do with, it was Diana explaining.
Diana, yeah.
That how it was, she sent the information about stuff being stolen from the base that had Benji was involved in that stealing, and it was the people whom your brother had worked with, whom you guys had captured.
Okay. So pause. You kind of stole some stuff from the base, and you know what I'm talking about when I say the base.
Yeah, you're wearing, or you're not wearing, you have what you stole from the base.
Well, first of all, I didn't know you stole it from that base in particular. And second of all,
it's not even stealing. They weren't using it. It was surplus stuff at a research base.
Well, you stole it for the benefit of Benji, whether you know that or not.
Really?
Yep.
Those two were working with Benji?
Who are those two?
The ones you guys captured. The one that nearly killed us.
They must have been.
It's news to me.
Be a bit more attentive to who's hiring you for what. I know that sometimes it's like layers and layers of people before you know who the real boss is, but try to be a bit more kosher,
If they have credits, I'm willing to work for them. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, you should. Well, whatever. But the thing is be careful. There's some shit going down that you don't want to be involved in. First of all, and second of all, Gunnar and I will be at Mars next week. Maybe it would be nice if you're there too. You know that Mom and Dad would really like if we could all get one big visit together at the same time. That would be like really good for all of us because that would pretty much get us out of it for a few months. Not that I want to be out of it. It's just, it's hard to get to see Mom and Dad.
Yeah, I get it. I'll do my best.
Even if it's just for an hour or something. Dad will probably make barbecue.
Dad's barbecue is good.
I mean, I think 50,000 credits is about as worth. It's not worth like Dad's barbecue is. So.
I just don't want to hear Mom lecturing me again. All right.
I'll do my best to keep Mom off your back.
I'm a captain. We're all captains. All of the Maddoxes are captains on ships, deep space. But Mom and Dad still have to talk about doing science shit on Mars. None of us care. We're captains. We're space adventurers, for Christ's sake.
Do you know if Mom and Dad are working again for Mars? I have a feeling they might be.
No. I know Mom, Dad's both say they're retired.
Yeah,
I think Dad's writing a book. So
Mom and Dad were always very secretive about what they did for work in general for them. So I wouldn't be surprised if while all of us are gone, they are secretly working again. But who knows?
I don't know. Last time I heard, Dad was writing a book about how Mars shouldn't be beating up the OPA.
Good. I will freaking write the foreword of that book if I need to.
But other than that, I told them about our little adventure. Don't worry, I didn't say anything crazy. I turned on the old brick charm, and they suspected nothing.
Oh, bullshit. Because the first thing Mom and Dad and Gunnar asked me when I called was, are you in jail? Do you need bail money?
Listen. That has nothing to do with me. It has everything to do with the fact that there's a broadcast out there that says you're pirates. Okay?
I am not a pirate. How many times? You know I'm not a pirate.
I'm the pirate. You're the legitimate smuggler.
How is it? Shut up. I am not a smuggler.
What do you? I'm sorry. What was that about the whole armor that you have that I stole from the Martians that you now own?
You know what?
That you got a cut of.
I didn't get.
Yeah, the whole crew got a cut of that.
Yeah, but I was doing that out of the kindness of my heart because I know that what you do, and that was also the pay that you owed me for not telling Mom and Dad that you're a pirate. So
that's true. I'll try to make it to Mars. I can't guarantee the exact
or else
time.
tell Mom and Dad you're a pirate.
I'll do my best.
All right. See you later. Love you. Bye.
Love you too.
God. Do I have any cousins? Do I need to call anybody else?
I like to imagine that
Excited for this family reunion.
Sitting in the corner of the bridge, just like with a coffee or something, just watching this whole time. Just like, this is great.
Yeah, she like hangs up the call and she's just
Better
looks
than
at
TV.
Cass. She hangs up the call. She looks at Cass. She's like, "What is that entertaining to you?"
Aye, Captain.
just
Um,
just be happy you don't have like a million family member. You don't have a whole family of captains and scientist parents who are all disappointed that you're captains.
Oh no, the only person who's disappointed enough in me is my ex-wife, and we don't talk anymore. So
Well, there you go. What was that, Jata?
Point of order to the game master. My
Mhm.
dossier has been sent through lines of Discord.
Okay.
Lines of Discord. That sounds like a book.
My memoirs, actually. And if I have to roll it for anything, do I?
No. Give me a encryption or cartography check or cryptography check.
Okay. I've probably used up all my luck already, but that's okay. Sloan's worth it, I guess.
All right. Yeah. It seems it's. I mean, unless if anyone else tries to figure this out, they'll have a hard time because they have to beat that essentially. If you want to use the stunt point, you can.
What can I even use the stun point on? I guess I'll calm the waters.
There you go.
Okay.
if just a note, Captain. If we're planning on going to Mars, we're probably gonna want to secure transit on a different ship.
I'll have to think about that.
Pretty sure ours is on just about every database of ships not to let dock at Mars right now.
Well, we have Diana that can help us deal with that, but we also my brother who's in the MCRN should be in town that week, and he is aware that I will be over there. So I'm sure that he would make sure that I am not going to get arrested, and neither would you guys.
Okay. Well, just make sure that
We'll work on it. Yeah, that's something to consider. That's a good idea, but we'll look at what we need to do.
let them know I prefer yellow zip ties.
All right. Is there any other business that people need to attend to? Because if not, we'll get forward to the ship combat or to the possible ship combat as you guys are racing towards the two ships converging on one another.
I inspect my drone to see if the guy did the thing, so it has the release mechanism on it.
It does. Yeah.
Nice.
And before that, I will say that you get a video response
Happy
back.
birthday about that, by the way, Jata.
What was that?
Happy birthday, Jata.
What do you mean? I earned this. What was that, GM? So the wind was talking.
Myth. You get a message back from Katria, and she responds back with. They have a lead that is connected to both you, your ship, your captain, and your pilot. Something to do with a base, something that they need information with, and you probably be the best option. The only reason why I thought about it is because I had heard you were signed up with the Actium, and put two and two together and figured I'd reach out to you. As for Ceres, there's some weird stuff going on in Ceres. And if you didn't know about the OPA thing, you're on the list. The Actium's on the list of OPA ships. So maybe you should talk to your captain about that. Other than that, stay safe. Don't let any bombs hit you. Cut you out.
I think Highland responds in a pretty convoluted message of
How much are they paying?
that's it.
That's it.
Yep, that's all he sends back.
You'll get a figure back in text. After a few minutes, after the time delay, about like hour or two.
Yeah. Okay.
And it would be two
Income.
income. Yeah, is what they're willing to pay. And the details, it's details to discuss in person, but it has to deal with equipment that's on the base as well.
All right. I think he makes his way upstairs to Sloan up on the bridge.
Boss man,
Mm-hmm.
I have a contact who has responded and his wishes for me to meet up with some others on Mars. If we head that way, there could be money for us there.
Well, it looks like we're all going to Mars within the week, so
Oh, all right, well, that's perfect.
yep, you're good.
Okay, all right. Also, we're a part of the OPA.
Technically.
Subcontracted.
Yeah, I mean, sure, we're part of the OPA, but we're about as part of the OPA as the nose is part of a body. It's not necessarily a big deal.
I'm pretty.
All right.
You've never had syphilis then. I mean,
I'm not that kind of girl.
Very well. All right.
And then I think he just like knocks on the door as in like, I don't know, like confirmation and also like conclusion of he's done with his statement and kind of like makes his way out like a, all right.
Yeah.
And then makes his way downstairs again.
Cass shouts after him. Highland.
Yes, what? Yes.
Third cabinet on the left in the med bay, bottom shelf. There's a gift for you. It's just another place that Cass has stashed booze that he's.
All right. I think I will wait to celebrate something.
it looks to me like like Cass is trying to pass on his problem to somebody else.
I've seen what it does to you. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, no, he
All right. Thank you.
and I think he makes his way down there, opens up the cabinet, sees that it's probably booze, and then goes, and then he closes the cabinet.
All right. So we will fast forward to you guys approaching the area. The question I have for you guys as a crew is, how do you approach the issue with these two ships? So we know that you know that one ship is coming from Ganymede. It's a cargo ship that supposedly has possibly has the protomolecule on it. And then there's another ship that's ambushing that ship but it's a vector security ship.
The Ganymede ship also has refugees on it, supposedly, though, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that makes this hard.
So there's 3 ships now. Where's the third one?
We're
the third one.
the third. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So one ship is going from A to B, another one's trying to intercept, and we're there.
Yeah, we're en route.
One may have the protomolecule, and the other one has what
The
on it?
intention of taking the protomolecule from that.
Yeah, the refugee ship from Ganymede is also supposedly smuggling the protomolecule.
But the Vector 27 ship wants the protomolecule.
Okay, well, the Vector 27 ship, they know of the current trajectory of this other ship. If we can change its trajectory before it intersects, then they won't meet. Or, prime directive, we'll just sit back and see what happens and then take on the one ship.
Well, we could message the other ship and let them know that. We could message the other ship and let them know that Vector 27 is on their way and they're in danger, so they'll change course.
By the
And
way,
maybe-
the name of the ship that's that's transporting the Benji ship is called the Dotted Line, and the one that is approaching it, that's the vector security ship, is called the Scrimshaw. So if you want to do that.
But what do you guys think? So the Belters are on the team of just let what happen happens.
Yeah, of course. And that's the nature of, well, outer nature. Well, we could. Here's an idea. What if we want to get Protomo, if we wanted, we could distract Vector, and then we could go walk over to the. This is dangerous. I don't know why I'm thinking of it, but maybe. Then we could go board the refugee ship, get the molecule, and then do safe transport. Or why would we do that? Never mind. This is not a smart idea.
Yeah. Doesn't seem right to let refugees die just so we can mop up
Here's-
afterwards, but
Where are the refugees from?
Ganymede.
Yeah, it's not right.
yeah,
Right.
Well,
What?
those
okay.
Because they're
belters have been
belters.
through enough.
There's several options here. So one is that we send a message to the refugee ship and let them know that they are being, that they're being hunted by Vector 27, get them to change course, and then we intercept that course. The other option is we send some kind of, I don't know, false signals to Vector 27 to make them think the ship has changed course and then pull them off course in a deceptive way, if that's possible. Or we just let them all meet together and figure out what and just watch what happens, which I think we've all agreed is not, at this point, is not really what we want to see happen. So we don't want to see any refugees die.
By the way, give me a insight check, Cass.
Is there a way that we could change the directory of the vector, not the Vector 27, but the vector of the refugee ship, and then at point of their introduction, we can go ahead and be the ship that shows up in its stead.
Exactly. That's kind of what that's what my first plan.
Did you
is
mean
sort of
intuition?
suggesting.
Intuition,
Paul?
yes, intuition.
But the thing is, if they just look at their scanners once, they'll see it says Actium on their transponder.
Then the drive signature will never match.
And exactly, the drive signature would never match.
All right. Okay.
You
they're
also
they don't necessarily expect Vector 27.
so your experience with, you saw the name Scrimshaw on the list, and it looked familiar, and you just a quick glance through some of the registries, you know that the Scrimshaw is wanted by the MCRN. So this vector ship, the vector security ship that they're using, is a hot ship. It's a ship that was stolen and used for piracy.
God, this is okay.
We could also just blow them up.
I mean, we could, but that doesn't get us the protomolecule either.
We want the
also-
protomolecule.
You could also
We
alert
certainly want them not to
MCRN.
have it.
You could alert MCRN to go after that ship before it gets to the other.
Yeah, there's a war on, and we can't exactly tell the MCRN that the refugee ship has the protomolecule.
They would never believe an OPA ship in the first place. How much time do we have, GM?
You're probably got like a day before this whole thing goes down. You have all of the trajectories because you were given all the information by Dreek. By Nari. Yeah. She basically gave you all of the information. She put it all together and has it laid out exactly how everything's going to go down.
Can we do we have one of those holo maps that was like on the Rossi?
Yes, you do.
Okay. I want to zoom that out a little bit to see because there's going to be patrols and conflicts going on system wide.
Mhm.
I want to see if what the situation looks like as far as MCRN ships that might be in range.
There are a few MCRN ships which are near patrol range. One destroyer and then a bunch of frigates, essentially the about the same size as the Rossi.
Okay.
There's the destroyers heading back to back away from the front, So it's coming from Ganymede towards spinward towards Mars. And the basic reports are, because it's hard to mask a lot of this information, but the guess is from all the chatter is that she either got too damaged or she's going back to Mars for redeployment somewhere else. And the frigates are mostly on pirate patrol and to try to prevent any stealth ships from sneaking through that region.
Okay, so that pirate patrol comment is what's got me interested. One pirate ship, probably not enough to get them to divert off their normal patrols. But if we can get them credible information that 2 supposed pirate vessels are going to be in the same spot at the same time, then we might be able to coax the Martians into getting involved. The trick then is us getting out of it clean. Because
without fights. Yeah. It's a complicated problem.
Jita,
What?
I know how you like to be nosy.
What?
I don't suppose you could look into our buddy Cortez and see where he got redeployed.
Sure, I suppose. I'm gonna do this, and also, just for sake of expediency, also I want to do something else while I'm doing this. I've sent you. This is the last time I'm doing this, by the way, Paul. Just I sent you in Discord what I wanted to try and do.
Secrets in life.
Yes, give me a. That's going to take some time.
Okay.
That option. So, give me 3 checks. It's a 15. So just do me like the normal ones. If you fail, then you fail. So any one of those fails. And this is not easy. So it's 15 is the difficulty.
For technology or cryptography?
For either one of those. You need to do cryptography, and then a couple technology checks would be fine.
All right. So I'll do that first then. Ooh, 1 second. I just did it wrong. Bonuses none. Target 15. Submit. Okay.
Do you want to use those stun points?
5 stun points. It wasn't me and the waters.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then so next one, I'm gonna go ahead.
That's 5 down.
Check. Okay.
So you've succeeded. That's 6 down.
Okay. So I need 1 more of these, right?
Well, no, you need to get down. So you have, it's 15's difficulty, but 15 is also the
threshold.
The threshold.
Okay.
So now you need to drop it down to 9. So you have 9 points. So you have to continue to do this until you have none left on that threshold.
Okay. As long as you're paying attention and not me, I'll just keep rolling.
Yeah, this is a
Try
modifier's
again?
not a number.
Non-dread.
Yeah, this is like the equivalent of an extended task. And every time you succeed, it reduces the drama die from a chart that you're trying to get down to 0.
So I got 14. However, I am an expert hacker, which means I can reroll.
Yeah, reroll it. And you're good. You want to try that again? You want to do the same thing that wasn't me and Calm the Waters?
Yes, please.
All right. All right. So now it's down to 6. You've got 6 left on that threshold.
Okay.
4. He's got 4 left.
4. Yeah,
right.
Thank you.
4 left.
There it is.
Okay, that's all I need.
Okay. All right.
How much do you want to take? Or you just want to make a purchase with it?
I want access.
You just want access?
Yeah, whenever I want to use it.
All right. You have access to it.
Okay.
Why do I get the feeling my bank account isn't going to be very happy?
You have access to it, but it's only once. If the moment you use it, it'll be flagged by the person who.
Sounds
you've
good.
accessed.
Sounds good. All right. They'll never see what came to them, the bastards. And then, so what's the other test?
What was it that you were trying to get there?
Cast.
I want to
Cass?
see if we can find any information about where Cortez got reassigned to and how hard it would be to contact him clandestinely.
For those
Yeah,
just joining us, we are in the middle of trying to figure out what to do with a ship that has something called the Protomolecule on it, as well as rumored, and as well as a known pirate ship that is coming to intercept it. We're the third one showing up. We're trying to figure out what to do with it.
yeah, they're trying to get access to the protomolecule, while also trying to not get caught because they're also labeled as pirates by a bunch of the powers in the
There's a bunch of things we can do. It's just which should we do?
Yeah. How do you do it?
How do you do?
So they're trying to figure out a way to work it out so that they don't get caught and they can still take on the vessel, because the vessel that's carrying the protomolecule is also a refugee ship.
A refugee ship, right? Yeah, we
Yeah.
can't just blow up ships. An active refugee ship.
So, give me a intelligence research check for that one, Jatasa. Just an intelligence check.
I am no researcher.
Yeah.
I don't have intelligence research.
So just give me intelligence technology.
Okay, technology. Okay.
That's all you needed. Well, you need more. You need less than that, but so this would be an investigation stunts if you want to use any of those investigation stunts.
Sure. Let me just go ahead and check my list of things I can do with this, and I think I'm gonna use Lucky Break. Give me a lead.
Lucky break. Focus is a tangential one on the next test you make to unlock this test. Okay, so give me a cryptography check. Actually, you choose. Choose what is your best skill that you have other than technology.
Well, they're all in the same tree. They're all in the same intelligence tree, right? So they're all the same. So cryptography is one of them.
Okay, you just give me a cryptography check as well.
Okay.
Upper.
I love the pepper.
Eat a popper? I don't think that's one of my skills.
Okay, that's fine. You know, I'm not going to have the stunt point generation because it would just be another lucky break, and we'd keep going down that rabbit hole.
Yes, it would be.
So you're able to find that he is first off it's classified as to where he is, but you're able to use some backdoors and some other ways of looking things and find out that he is assigned to what is it called? A battleship. Reassigned to a battleship on the front lines with the Donninger class battleship on the front lines with the against the UN.
Okay. So that's pretty much out. They won't trust any information that comes from the Maddoxes because they're gonna assume split loyalties.
Anything else?
I have to bring this up because I know he would have said this. Mark is going to say, they don't know about me.
That is true.
I mean, they know he's on this crew, but
They don't know about I don't have any split loyalties. All the reports about us said that I was the one who insisted on saving the Marines, saving the Martians. Even LeBon said I was doing my Martian duty.
Question is, even if we manage to get the attention of a Martian frigate and get it here, that might stop Vector.
Is anything a day out? I mean, like, is it even worth trying at this point? They'd be here to pick up our scraps.
Well, these are Martian frigates that are within range of
Oh.
getting there in time.
Okay.
Okay, if we can convince them that there's actionable intel, and then we don't show up, we're safe. We potentially get Vector handed over to the Martians. In that case, they take on the Scrimshaw. If we're lucky, the refugee ship gets out unscathed, and we can rendezvous with them at a later point in their trajectory. The refugee ship is headed to Ceres?
It's headed to Mars.
Mars. Then we can... God, this is perfect. Okay. Go with me on this journey, people. And I like call Highland and Jata up too, because it's like, it's plan time.
I'm right here.
All right. And I
What's
have
going on?
the map, the hollow map open, and I'm like, okay, this is our target. And I point at the refugee ship that I can't remember the name of.
Dotted line.
Dotted line.
The dotted line. I point at the dotted line. It's like, Protomolecule's on this ship. We know Vector is en route. Here, and I like pointed a couple of dots out on the edges, are Martian patrol frigates specifically on anti-piracy duty. If we can convince the Martians that there is actionable intel that not one but two pirate ships are going to be in the area to attack this refugee ship, we leave the Protomolecule out of this. That refugee ship is on the way to Mars. The pirate frigates come in. They protect the refugee ship. They disable and hopefully capture or destroy the Scrimshaw. When all that is done, they let the refugee ship go on its way. After that, we meet up with the refugee ship. That not only gets us access to the refugee ship, if we can find a way to get on board in a way that is, let's say, amiable
Glad we
to
got on
everyone involved, that also gets us down to Mars without needing to land the Actium planet side.
I like this. Let's enact that plan unless anybody has any major objections.
You had me out to get on board.
All right. Mark, call anybody, call your people, whoever you know that you can trust. Give them this intel and set us on a course burning roughly in a way that would cause us to rendezvous with the Scrimshaw and the dotted line. But once we can confirm the Martians are on their way, we should break off and go dark.
I didn't get any of that, but okay.
So,
We're going to trick the Martians into doing our job for us.
Sounds good to me.
So what we want to do is we want to have Mark use his contacts to convince the Martians that two pirate ships are coming to attack this refugee ship for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
To get one or more of these Martian patrol frigates involved. Once we can confirm that they're on the way, we want to go dark and change course using get off course enough. Like I trust Mark to be a good enough pilot to pull this off.
Mm-hmm.
I want us to go dark and tea kettle in such a way that we will rendezvous with the dotted line later on its trajectory.
Okay.
So that we can avoid conflict with the Martians, but let the Martians do the job of dealing with the Scrimshaw for us.
Gotcha. Okay. So, I'm going to have him contact the Martians. He did it. That was a TN difficulty of 12. Mark can talk, apparently.
Nice.
So he calls up the Martians and explains that he has valuable intel, that there are 2 ships en route to attack a refugee ship. What he does is he essentially says it would look real bad if a refugee ship fleeing a Martian battle was to be attacked by pirates when there are Martian Navy patrols looking for pirates in the area. Kind of look bad on the MCR end to see that happen.
Especially a refugee ship bound for Mars.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
from Martian front lines.
Yeah. So he that convinces them to try to do this. Now, what was the second part of it? He needs to chart a course, right?
Yeah. So at first, I want it to look like we are burning to meet up with the dotted line and the scrimshaw at around the time they would look to rendezvous.
Mm-hmm.
But a little while after we can confirm that the Martians are en route, I want us to cut engines and then use tea kettle for fine course adjustments, and basically change our angle of rendezvous so that we will end up meeting up with the dotted lines course. Say, if it's going to take a week for them to get to Mars, instead of meeting up with them in a day, we want to meet up with them in 3 days.
Let me double check, because there's actually a separate rule set when it comes to because there's piloting, which is what he's good at, but there's also navigation, which is slightly different,
Which he sucks at.
which he's not very good at. So if anyone who has a high intelligence may want to try to do the navigating plotting, he can actually do the piloting stuff, but he's like, anybody else with the better smarts might be able to do this. Okay, do you want to use those stunt points? This would be for exploration stunts? No. What's the chase stunts? Because that would be...
I guess we could do follow the leader.
Make a TN of your choice with ability focus to work out with the GM, pulling off a tricky maneuver such as, okay, yeah. So give me a test that you want to do that would like add on to this, something that you're good at that would add to your abilities to make this maneuvering.
Like deception.
Okay, give me a deception check.
Yeah.
All right, it's much better. Do you want to use any of those things for the chase stunts?
Sorry, I'm reading these real quick. Keep it steady. So instead of the like +1 bonus when I'm making attacks or making other, so it would be the other ability tests that would benefit from the stable platform.
All right.
So basically, if anybody's trying to help the situation or maintain the situation, they get a +1.
Like Mark making his actual piloting check to make this happen.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's exactly it.
So he essentially, what happens is that he you aren't the best at navigation, but you probably have more experience than a lot of other people do when it comes to this. So you do your best kind of decent navigating, plotting courses and everything, but you're really good at tricking people when you want to. So you know how people would react in these situations, and you're anticipating about how long it would take for the Martians to react by seeing these 2 ships approaching. And so you plot it to just the right point, and you do it in a way that it'll make it easy for Mark to adjust with lighter thrusters to get into the right positioning. And now it's time for Mark to make that test to see if it works.
+1.
+1.
Go, Mark. It's your
It's your
birthday.
birthday. You're gonna fly ship like it's your birthday.
Oh, so we got what? Did you add the modifier?
I did.
Dang.
But okay. Let me make sure.
I mean, the good news is even if we miss the target,
Uh-huh.
which we're clear to, we still won't be involved in the space combat itself. We'll have some time to deal with things after the fact.
All right. So here's what happens. Y'all go dark, passive sensors, and based off of what you can gather, the Scrimshaw seems to have engaged the frigate, and the dotted line seems to have escaped in the middle of this battle. But at the point where you're supposed to have met, and you boot up your systems, the dotted line is about an hour ahead of you, still burning hard.
Okay.
All right. I would, if possible, I would like, or no, none of us really have the skill set for this. Never mind. I had an idea that I wanted to do before we came back online, but it won't actually do anything.
Okay.
So
what do you guys want to do?
Well,
I mean,
We're an hour out, and they're still burning hard.
yeah, even if we burn hard, we'll be behind them no matter what. We could reach out to them and see if they'll actually stop.
Why would they?
Well, we can convince
if
them.
we're lucky, there's refugees on that ship that
We know.
that were involved in that situation. We were in on Ganymede.
Will that stop them? Will that stop them from going forward if they are stowing something that is possibly very dangerous?
It might
another
convince them to listen. And then we don't need them to stop. We just need them to slow down long enough for us to catch up to them. We want to go to Mars.
Maybe we could convince them, or we would like to escort them from any other danger approaching them. Let's hail them.
All right, try to
Anyway.
the channel.
Yep.
You,
What's the name?
it's a dotted line. Yeah. Give me an opening hail.
Dotted line. This is the ship interested in keeping you safe. If you could slow down a little bit, we'll catch up with you and we'll escort you on our way the rest of the way to Mars. We'll go together.
A few minutes pass by for delay, and you get an audio crackle back. It's a little staticky in the background. This is the dotted line, unidentified ship. Frankly, we just nearly got ambushed by a pirate, and we've got refugees on board. We're a little skittish right now. Could you just identify yourself before we continue having this conversation?
Yeah, and I said we're the Actium. We're the ones who made sure that you didn't get ambushed.
Give me a persuasion check.
Yeah. 15.
All right, Actium. Thanks for that. But what's in it for you for helping us get there? Why did you stick your neck out for us?
We can discuss that once we're a little bit closer and in person. Those sorts of things I don't wish to discuss over comms, if that's all right with you.
I don't feel comfortable. I don't know why you did what you did, but the cynical side of me said you did it to get rid of competition.
I would just tell them.
We're not pirates. We're
Captain,
persuade him. We're
Okay.
Just tell them we're looking to get to Mars, and our ship isn't exactly on the Martian friendly list right now.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Just also be ready to answer that question when they go, why is that?
I mean, it's
Yeah,
it's the truth.
It's your truth.
Well,
Yeah,
it is
yeah.
the truth.
She says back to them. She says, "I understand that, and I respect that, but we aren't exactly somebody that Mars is having a good time with right now. We are not pirates. And we just want to make sure that we get there safe, but also might as well get you guys there safe since you're on our way. And then I'm going to roll persuasion again for that. Another 15.
All right. So they go, Roger, Actium. Well, we're slowing down. Could use some help, anyways. From the looks of things, from what we see here, you've kind of armed to the teeth. So, it'd be nice to have someone with some firepower.
Yeah, we'll keep you protected. But slow down a little bit. We'll catch up. We're about an hour away.
Dotted line slowing down. Dotted line out.
Thank you.
No.
Very, very lucky, bossman.
Close comms.
With that, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Let people use the restroom and such. This is a good time to get up, walk around, do what you need to do. We'll be back here shortly.
And I now have a hat. You know, Viva de la Resistance.
There we go.
Captain hat. This is my captain hat.
Everyone's got a hat, but HP Braincase now, and me. I got a. Okay, this is my DM hat now.
Hat day.
This is my DM.
Oh, well.
Actually,
I don't know who
no.
wins here.
Actually, I have the perfect DM hat. It doesn't really have to do with Dungeons and Dragons, but it kind of fits in anyways. Still, it's a little.
You ever
dusty.
see Back to the Future Part 2?
Yeah.
That's
There we go. I'm a quest giver.
I would wear this way more often, but I can't.
It's actually
You
from
got headphones
Metal Gear
on it, yeah.
Solid, but
I approve.
bling.
yeah, it's from Metal Gear Solid, but still like
Color
Drag
like
quest.
What
We're
do our hats
going
say
back
about
in
us?
time.
Oh, actually, if we're talking about Back to the Future with this hat, one moment.
Gotta get back in
In
time. I used to have a professor in college. He hated Huey
Manure?
Lewis.
Huey Lewis.
Oh my god, he would like anytime Huey Lewis came on, he'd be like, "Man, that guy." Like, he'd be like, "Fuck that guy." It was always so funny.
There we go.
Oh my
Nice.
goodness.
McFly.
Wow.
McFly.
This has changed into a Back to the Future.
I'm sure there's a Back to the
moment.
Future TTRPG
The
out
Actium
there.
has been sent back to the
Gotta be.
1950s to make sure somebody's mom had like ends up loving their dad.
McFly.
All right. So, return. The dotted line has slowed down. You're able to catch up to it pretty easily. Now you're going alongside the ship, but now you got to figure out what you got to do to get into the ship.
All I know
One
is
to be
spaceships
Mova.
don't work on water unless you've got power.
We have to now get on the ship. Oh god, I've got the keyboard slime stuff, and it's more slimy than it is. Oh god, it's all over me.
Oh, it's everywhere.
Yeah, it is.
It's
I was
in
just
my
like, oh, okay, let me
raccoons.
just see what this is. Yeah, it's bad. Anyway, so now we're trying to get on the ship. We're they've slowed down. We've caught up to it.
Yes, but you still. I mean, you're the reason why you guys were approaching the ship was to get the protomolecule.
Right.
But as far as in all intents and purposes, you're just escorting them according to what they think. So, excuse me.
I mean, I think it's fully fair for us to disclose to them that we would like several of our members to be able to get on their ship because the Actium itself shouldn't really be going all the way to Mars, but we have people on the ship who want to get to Mars.
Yeah,
And they're about to land at Mars.
that's a good way to do it.
Hey, can you add 3 more people?
Hmm.
I mean, and it's the truth.
But the thing
Here's the
is,
thing, we don't even have to lie.
right, but how do we get us off of Mars?
Look, it's a multi-part plan.
Okay, what's the rest of the
Actually,
part?
I know exactly how you get off Mars. Sloane nagged her brother, Brick, into going to Mars, and he's going to have to leave. You leave with him. We rendezvous once you guys are out of Mars' sphere of influence.
All right, and we also want the protomolecule.
That's why we want to get you onto this ship. The
Then say
landing
no
on Mars,
more.
the
No, I think
landing
he,
on Mars is just a convenient excuse.
Yeah, I think he says, "Well, then say no more," and then he goes downstairs. And moments later, he comes back up with his suit.
Now my question is there like a space station outside of Mars and then like a landing zone on Mars? Because if they're landing, we can be like, well, we're just going to the space station.
I mean,
Right.
you guys want to get all the way down to Mars anyway, because that's where your family is.
Yeah, but they don't. We're trying to convince them that like we need their help to get people to Mars.
Yes.
So
I think
we have
actually-
to tell them something like, "Oh, we're just going to the space station. We're not actually landing."
Oh, you mean
I mean,
the
I think it's-
Actium?
I think it's
Yeah.
fair to be entirely truthful with these people that we want to get some people onto their ship to get down to Mars, and then the Actium is going to break off once we're sure they're safely inside Martian space.
I think Highland.
Frankly, I don't want to run afoul of any Martian patrols anyway.
I see what you're saying.
I think Highland walks downstairs and comes back over the radio and goes,
All right, tell me when to jump then.
Slow your horses down there, Highland. We'll let you know though.
What?
I get on ships. This is what I do. I can get on this ship and I can get there. We also, if we need something else, that's going to cost you a little bit extra.
Well, who else going to Mars? It's me, Highland, Mark.
That's not
Cass
the
is
point.
not.
Cass is not. Okay.
Yeah. So it's you. Mark is going to go down there as well because he hasn't been to Mars in a while.
Oh
So
God. Leaving the
Wait,
ship
so
without
you're
the
gonna get
pilot.
aboard this ship and then steal it while on Mars?
No, you deal with the protomolecule stuff while you're on the ship en route to Mars. We've got several days.
Right.
Jital, you coming?
I see. We're going over there to figure it out.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not so sure about this one, Pampa. Come on. Well, you need someone to stick on the ship. Well, that's fine. Yeah, you know, it's a Saturday, you know. Like if it was Sunday, sure, Death Wish Day, but Saturday, I'm not so sure.
Diana goes over the comms and says, "How
It's
much?"
always Saturday.
She goes, "How much do you want, Jital?"
You what now?
He goes, "How much you want, Jital?"
How much do I want for what?
To be on this mission
I am on the mission, just not on that ship.
on the ship.
Why do you want me on the ship?
Because you've already proven yourself from what I've seen, what I've heard. You've hacked half this half the loot. You've hacked half the places they've been to, and dealt with those issues. I'd rather this mission be done by all of you rather than just some of you. And
Well,
if
then you know I can do it wirelessly. You know that my physical location is not necessary. This is just an organic manifestation of the being that is Jata. I'm behind you, in front of you. I'm inside the circuitry behind you, right there. I'll do it. God damn it.
two as you're middle, you're doing that. She goes, essentially 2 wealth increase.
Okay.
Where's my money? Like, God, bitch needs to make. I think I'm the lowest paid person on this ship. That is sexism.
I mean, to be fair,
I don't think that's true. Also, I've got good news and bad news. Good news is my microphone over my helmet works. The bad news is my GoXLR app crashed and I can't get my helmet off. This is going to be it for a bit, I think. This is why I never put my helmet on.
I'm imagining this whole thing is happening with while While Highland is like in the airlock, like the exterior doors are open. He's like clipped on. He's like waiting to go out. He's like,
Yeah, oh, what do you want?
yeah, leaning out in the vacuum.
Yeah, he's like halfway out the door already. Like, I think that the first bay of the, I gotta fix this. The
Okay.
first bay of the airlock is closed, and he's just probably like waiting, looking at inside, like the exterior airlock's behind him. He's looking at the little port with his helmet on, as he's trying to, one, radio to everybody, and two, also just eager to just, come on, let's go, here we go.
Okay. All right. I go to my quarters. I take Jita and I pin it to the back of my EVA suit, and I put on my helmet, and I'm
with you, Pampa, I guess, goddammit.
so I'm with you.
Ah, hell yeah. Anything
When-
I got?
When you're making the offer, Captain,
Mhm.
just make sure the captain of the dotted line knows that we can make it worth his while to take on some additional passengers. This is important enough that even if Diana won't front it, I'm willing to make something happen.
That's fair. Here's my concern is, no offense to Diana, but we're basically leaving her as the only person aboard ship.
Oh, I'm not going over to the dotted line. Well,
Okay.
just so we're clear.
And
I
Diana
have
she still wants to go to.
Mars as a former member of the UN security force currently wanted by the MCRN. Thank you very much. Besides, me and Jesse, if somebody has to be here to pilot the ship, I'm not any good at
I
it.
forgot
but
about Jesse.
I can try.
About him.
Yeah. Have you flown a ship before?
I've flown simulations before.
Mark,
Hey,
give him
he's
some
got-
lessons before we get over there.
He's got me beat.
Mark,
show him
just
things.
don't touch that button. What does that button do? That's the torpedo button. Don't touch that button. Oh, okay.
That's Cass's button.
That's my button.
That's this is my boom button.
This is my boom tube.
He just holds it. He just stands under the torpedo bay, like acting like he's holding it up. But yeah, so okay. So all right. So she's like, all right, I'm ready to hail them.
Okay.
Dotted line. Glad to be traveling along with you. I do have a favor that could work out both ways. I have some passengers aboard that need to get down to Mars. Our ship will actually break off. We would prefer that our ship break off once we get to near enough that to Mars, and so it would be much more convenient if I could get those individuals aboard your ship. And if you have any refugees that don't exactly want to be on Mars, we could make an exchange.
There's a long silence, and then give me a persuasion check.
Okay. Persuasion
Actually, no.
check.
I mean, you give me a persuasion check and a deception check. Give me
Okay.
both of those.
None of what she said is a lie.
No, but she's also trying to mask her true intentions. So
There is my persuasion. Let me roll the deception real quick before we decide to do stuff with stunt points. Please and thank you.
nice.
Woo boys.
all right.
Woo boys.
What do you want to do
She's
with the stunt
back.
points for persuasion and deception?
Oh my god. Okay, so stunts for, let's find some.
Cheers, Captain. Like, Cass is just sitting off in the corner, just like slow clapping at the acting.
General social stunt. Okay, is the captain a dude?
Yes.
Flirt.
right.
Use that forever. Flirt. So that's 4 out of 6. And then
Don't you also have seduction as your as a skill as well?
yeah, I do. But I mean, if I'm using stunt points, I'm just going to use the flirt.
The flirt,
and-
yeah.
Yeah. And then I'll spend those remaining 2 stunt points on that, on reducing the churn. So 2 stunt points into reducing that.
Okay.
And then the other 2 stunt points for deception. I'm going to look at infiltration real quick.
With flirt, you do have to roll a communication seduction check.
Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's so basically you have to with flirt you have to have communication seduction unless you have your skill points, the jack of all trades. So
Oh, I have attractive. I don't have the communication seduction. I have attractive as a talent, but I'll still roll communication real quick.
She does also have improvisation, I think.
Yeah,
I think
she has the jack of all trades thing, the improvisation. So yeah, give me communication. Okay, versus the target's willpower. And I'll tell you what that is here in a second.
I think that's an opposed roll.
Say opposed roll, or does it say?
I want to say willpower is a stat. So if it's communication seduction, it would be against.
It's roll communication seduction versus your target's willpower self-discipline as a simple social roll against the. Okay.
Okay, so that would be a opposed roll because willpower self-discipline is a talent focus. So not talent focus, but ability focus.
Willpower. Bottom, I think. Boop.
Boop boop ba doop.
Oh dang! 10 stunt points. Oh
no, it doesn't double.
Yeah,
So it's actually 5.
Yeah, that'd be ridiculous.
Dang it, Paul! I wanted to be the master seductor. Okay. One time you rolled really good is against that. Come on, man.
His attitude is to open or better. With a positive bent. If you win, they become enamored with your character, opening door for future romance or intimacy. How this proceeds is up to you. GMs work that out together. So it.
Hello.
So you
I guess I'm still in character already.
You try to put a little flirt into it, and he seems to come back very much not interested in the advance. But what was the other ones you did?
What? Oh, the 2 stunt points that are remaining for the deception roll, I think it was. Yeah.
Well, flirt's 4. So
here, I can use this general social stunt and another thing. Make a second related test as part of your action before anyone else has a chance to respond or make any tests of their own.
Okay.
And that costs 2. So I want to make I'm thinking like some sort of like maybe an investigation or intelligence check. Like something to sort of like kind of, I don't know. I want to be able to like read off of this guy, like if he really like is like in like, because this whole protomolecule thing, like it's apparently aboard this ship. So I kind of want to know if this captain's like really aware of that, or if it's like a thing that's being done under his nose.
Give me intuition. Perception. It'd be a perception check. If you don't have intuition, then you can just do perception.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, as long as you say what the actual root of it is. 13.
He seems to know that
he seems to be wary.
He seems to be wary of you in general, and it seems to be even now seems to be a little wary, even though he seems more on your side. And then you also have 2 for the deception. So if you want to add more into the deception roll there for that, you can.
What do you mean? That was my 2 from.
You had 6. You had 6 stunt points.
Yeah, no,
remaining
remember
2 on calming the waters.
Calming the waters. Okay.
Yeah, I did the 6, 4, and 2 on calming the waters, and this is the 2 for the deception. So.
Gotcha. Okay.
Gotcha. Yeah.
The net ending of all of this is that the churn went up by 1 total.
No.
She had a 6 on the drama die. She spent 4 on.
Oh, and then she did the perception
on
too.
a single stunt, and then she did her perception that just ended up 1, but she reduced the churn by 2.
Yeah. So it would be I got it. That was right the first time. So he says
keeping track of the churn is its own sub game.
That's fine. That's fine. How many do you need to bring over?
How many is it? It's
Mark?
3.
5, because Diana wants to go too. Are you
Yeah.
assuming you're going, Sloan?
I don't know. I'm kind of debating on that, to be honest. Yeah, I'm going because I need to go to Mars anyway. And besides, we'll probably be back on the ship at some point. Who knows? Anyway.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
But yeah, so then it's 5 because it's you 3, Mark, and Diana, and Jesse
Yeah.
and I are staying on the ship.
Yeah. Oh my god! I hope you guys don't die.
We'll be fine.
Yeah. So that's it. So 5.
All right.
And if they needed to put anybody aboard, but at the same time, I hope that they don't need anybody on our ship.
Okay. So he gives you. He says, "We'll keep the airlock open. You're welcome to come aboard with your 5. Just be careful on the spacewalk. We can't really dock at this time."
Fair enough.
That's the other reason Cass isn't going.
Good luck there, Actium. Dotted line out. Kind of hangs up. All right. So I need
And I
all of
assume
you
we all
guys.
come to like stop, right? Like,
Well,
so-
you're essentially, because this is going to be weird because physics works the way like it works, like say Star Citizen is different from what it actually works. Because you're both traveling at the same speed, if you get out of the ship, you're also traveling at the same speed as the ships. So you can actually do a transfer from one ship to another while at full burn because you're both moving at the same speeds. So when you leave your ship, you maintain your velocity.
Gotcha, because there's no resistance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cass is making an assumption that Highland is the best at navigating in 0G for this kind of task, by the way.
That's right.
And also, like once it's all agreed, I'm gonna go down and give him the thruster pack I took from Jesse's armor
Okay.
to help make sure he gets our people across safe.
So that just gives you a bonus to look it up, but I think it's like a +2 to your rolls for when doing free fall, an additional +2, and you don't have to do free fall checks when you fire in 0G with that.
So yeah, I go down and I hand it to him, and I like also get like the thing that people would tether together with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's definitely like space tethers and stuff like that you guys can do.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I figured
I
it was
pat
gonna
him on
be
the
a
shoulder
chain.
and I'm like, all right, survivor. It's your job to get everybody over there without getting sucked into an engine shroud.
All right. Are we ready? Are we ready to go, boss man?
Yeah, I mean, she's suited up by now. And
You're
I
right.
assume everybody else is.
Yeah. Do you guys bring any weapons over too?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, always. I've got me rifle and a drone.
Yeah, drones is going to bring his drones. Mark is going to bring his drone, the combat drone in a little carry case, and the medical drone to go along with him. So he's also he's going to he's going to take the medical drone, and he's going to take the protomolecule drone that you guys bought, the hazmat drone.
Protomolecule drone.
The one that we bought and had fitted to carry a canister.
Oh, okay.
Of protomolecule.
Because we don't want to deal directly with the protomolecule.
Oh, I thought it was
Right.
I thought it was for a grenade this whole time.
You guys bringing grenades too?
Yeah. So I mean, like, if we're doing an inventory check here, I've got 3 hand terminals. You don't care about that. I've got. Wait a minute.
I just want to make sure I know what you guys are bringing over, because once you guys get onto the ship, you will not have access to anything you have on the ship.
I've got 3 grenades and 2 EMP grenades, and they're strapped on me like a Christmas tree.
Okay. All right. So the first thing I want to happen is I want Highland to give me a free fall check with a +2 with a pack.
For a second, I thought you were humming Duel of the Fates. Ah!
Just imagining Highland humming Duel of the Fates as he's
Where is it? It's dexterity?
it's under dexterity. Yeah, you should have it
Cause
automatically.
he's
There it is. I have it. Have it.
free
Remember a +2 to
falling.
this as well.
An additional 2 from the jetpack thing.
I'm pressing the button, and nothing's happening.
Point.
Do it.
Okay, I've pressed it like 8 times.
So did you pressed it and then it brought up the
No.
bonus?
No, it did. I pressed it once, and then it brought me nothing.
He rolls the 3 and we drift off into deep space. Dave.
You
That's
may,
it. And that
you
was
may
it.
want to refresh roll 20.
Yeah.
That's fair. Oh, here it is. Haha.
Haha!
You have 4 stunt points.
He does.
Okay.
So with,
What am I doing? What stunt is this? A chase stunt? A space combat? Infiltration?
it would be infiltration. You can do infiltration if you want. You can also do general exploration stunts, general exploration stunts would
I
also
will
work.
cover my tracks.
Cover your tracks. Okay, so you still have one more stunt point you can use.
I will. And then I will do one for bravery.
Your success bolsters your courage, granting a 1d6 extra toughness against the next damaging hazard you face in an encounter. That's good. There we go.
That's right.
All right. So you are able to push yourself off into 0G.
This is terrifying, by the way, because we are moving, right? It's two
Yes.
separate. It's two ships moving
Ships
at a
moving
relatively
in
quick
speed.
space.
Yes, you guys
Two
are
ships
moving.
passing in the night.
Right.
Two
In
ships
the middle of
moving
that.
at incredibly fast speeds. Epstein drive
Oh my
speeds.
god.
But because, like everything is relative, it doesn't
Right.
look like we're moving.
No,
Right.
but you also know that if one false step, you could be spinning off into space at
Absolutely,
extreme speed.
Exactly.
All right, so
Right.
it's slow motion as you pull yourself out of the airlock and push yourself off your instincts being a belter, pushing yourself off in the right direction. The pack just does some small micro corrections as you're moving and just like puts you in an almost perfect trajectory towards it. But it's almost seamless. Like it feels like the pack is just barely moving you. You almost perfect nailed it. Next, I'm assuming is Jata, or is Jata bringing up the back?
I'll go behind just in case, yeah.
Is there a way I can bring 2 others with me?
Well, no, because you've got the line. So you've got the tether.
Oh, I know what I'm doing. Okay, so I've got the cable attached to my belt. I'm making the first jump, so
Yes.
I am the anchor.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. All right, perfect.
Meanwhile, Cass is just up on the bridge, dotted line, beginning personnel transfer.
So the next person to come up will probably be Mark. While you guys are trying this, and he's going to get a bonus because you're supporting as the anchor.
That's right. I am the grappling hook.
We're gonna have to do one more after after this, because I'll just say 1 to push off, 1 to latch on.
Right.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that. Mark actually has training in free fall, which
Yeah.
makes sense. He's an MCRN, so
Right. He's a pilot as well.
yeah.
Free fall is actually something I plan on picking up in the next advancement, by the way. He also does flips.
Yes. So Highland, you push off and you're just like, yeah, this is easy. You look back and Mark just is in 0G, taps one, kind of puts up, taps, goes backwards and pushes himself off, taps it, not even looking where he's moving as he's doing it, but he's doing a perfect kind of maneuver backwards.
I feel I struggle. I get there and I get to where I wanted to, but probably too fast, and I like grab a pipe or something, and I whip myself around and like kind of, oh shit, oh, but I'm here. And then I look to my left, and Mark is already next to me. Like
Yes.
I didn't even clip it yet.
Yeah,
It's
you didn't even
on
clip
my
it there.
trail.
He's already there. He's like tapped his foot, and he's just like, he's not even like grappling or anything.
Right,
He's
I'm
just,
like,
his foot
what
is just like, his foot is just like tapping on it as to slow himself down. He's like, hey.
Hey,
All right, Sloan.
And I'm rolling. What's the root?
Free fall.
Dexterity.
Yeah,
Dexterity, free fall.
Oh God.
Plus
You get a
2
bonus.
because Highland is using a pack and using the mark.
Yeah. Oh.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay! I did it. I
Jata?
it.
Okay, it's just you and me and these people. Space. Okay.
Oh, Diana. But
Oh yeah, Diana needs to go.
We can just assume.
Oh yeah. Oh, Diana is one because Jata's going last. Diana will go. Let me look at her stats.
after you.
You
Put a
step
stat
back
bar.
and you're like, oh, Diana, age before beauty. And
Oh dang!
Oh,
Ooh,
Yikes.
lordy lord!
yikes. Remember that. Diana will remember that. She actually does have a stat block.
Bum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum, ba-da-dum.
I'll just have her. I'll do her separate. I'm not going to make a character for her, but I'm going to see if the.
Just roll 3d6. Yeah.
Yeah, just do a 3d6.
Plus dex or
3d6 plus 4 actually, because her dexterity is 2. So
yay.
yeah, that's fine. This is fine.
She like it's probably clearly a little bit of like finally she's not the best at something. Like
Yeah.
she's not as composed as always.
She like you two even Sloan like kicks off and is like seems a little bit more comfortable in the 0G. She kicks off like a little bit nervous, like she kicks off once and then she just kind of moves a little bit, then kicks off again, like shaking her foot a little bit, her like leg shakes a little bit as she does to try to get her to move, and you can hear her over comms going, "I hate 0G, I hate space, I hate space." As she's moving towards you guys. Now, Jata, give me a free fall.
Okay.
Oh, I knew it! I knew he was gonna get the worst.
Cartwheel.
All right. All right, so what I need is Highland to give me a free fall check.
What did you even roll?
Just in case Jata, because Jata is currently moving way off course, like flying.
he meant to go straight and he went like up and
Up, yeah.
like an 80. Or no, you went to kick off and then your drone activated and you just
What?
The drone always catches Steve.
Free fall, yeah. Give me a free fall check, and then. All right.
Oh,
Yeah, 2 free fall. The first one's fine. That's enough. Jata, give me another free fall check.
Okay.
You're fine. Okay.
I
So
was about to like, you know.
so you push off at the wrong angle. You just get out of a weird angle. You push off, and you start dragging like Diana with you because the way that the tether's kind of moving. And Highland sees this and then manages to like whip the tether so that the tether is taut with the help of the rest of the people who are already on the ship, like Mark and Sloan. You all grab the tether and pull it tight so they can like whip the trajectory back. So Jata, you kind of whip a little bit, like when you grab onto the tether, your whole body just kind of like just strains and then flips back towards the right direction. But you all manage to like get at the airlock, and the airlock door is unlocked. You can see that. So you're all at the airlock. What do you guys want to do?
It's unlocked.
It's unlocked. Yeah, it's
I
not
think,
open. It's unlocked.
I
The
think
exterior is.
what Highland does is he goes up to it, and I think he like rests his arm on it, on like the terminal. Like, oh boy, this is gonna take a while. As he starts to try to figure out the code or try to break it, and then realizes it's unlocked this whole time. And then I think he turns and goes, "Oh, okay, they were expecting." I think, "Oh God, sorry," and then he just slaps the button open.
So the door's open. You guys file in.
Kind of shoos everybody in like a hospitable, like a butler.
Like a duck mother.
Yeah. And as you guys all enter the airlock, you actually hear, that's the last person enters. I guess Jatai enters. The airlock shuts behind you without you doing anything, and Cass, you and the rest, and I guess it's Jesse on board. Notice that almost like very quickly the dotted line just starts slowing down, and its engines just turn off. So as you guys are in the airlock, you guys feel a little bit of gravity as you sit down, and then all of a sudden the gravity just disappears again. And the inner doors, you hear the airlock cycling, and then the inner doors open up, and you see the ship looks like it's empty in front of you.
I ordered Jesse to match speed.
Okay, so it's basically they're slowing down to a dead stop.
Yeah.
Wait, no refugees?
The hallway seems empty or the deck that you're on seems empty.
Guns out.
Well, we sure. All right, fine, okay.
I do try to hail the dotted line as well. I'm like, dotted line.
Yeah, because we would have been, at least one of us would have been sending you back feed too.
Well,
yeah.
I'm still trying to hail their like bridge crew though. I'm like, dotted line,
Nothing.
why are you slowing down?
Nothing. No response.
Then I like switch channels. I'm like, Captain,
Yeah, this place is looking empty, buddy.
that doesn't make any sense.
This may have been a trap.
I'm not liking this very much, but I am
All right.
getting a little excited about it.
Jesse and I are bringing the Actium around.
I pick up my transponder and I look and I like scan the ship or something. Like, does it say that the transponder of this ship is the dotted line?
Give me a tech check. It seems like this is the dotted line. However, you do notice that the dotted line has a little bit of difference in terms of its hull geometry based off of what you've been able to, what you can tell from the records you have. However, it is a Belter labeled ship, so Belter ships change all the time in terms of the hull geometry. That's the only suspicious thing you can tell.
It's a trap. Let's go.
I relay the information to everybody else. I don't scream. It's a trap.
Words. Number one. Scan things. See what you can find out. We might as well just proceed forth.
All I'm seeing is that the ship went dark and slow. Can I make an intuition check?
Sure.
Where's my character sheet? Come on, roll 20. Work with me here.
I knew. I was like thinking, I feel like something weird's gonna happen as soon as we get in the airlock. Like I kept thinking that, and I was right.
I mean,
I'm very excited about it.
That's TV for you.
That's TV.
Okay, specifically, I want to know if it's weird to me that the ship, like, you said it slowed down. Did it fire things to did it flip and burn, or did it just slow down?
It just slowed down. So it's still
Yeah,
moving
engines
at this
is cut.
at the same speed, but it's like the engines are cut. So it's no longer like the gravity is no longer
Okay, it's no longer accelerating.
yes.
Okay, sorry. I thought you were describing some odd situation where without firing anything in space, the ship was starting to lose speed.
No. It's in a situation where, because the way that it works in the Expanse is they're constant. It's a slow acceleration wherever you go. You're constantly burning. So that's what creates the gravity, is that it's constantly burning towards a target, and then you flips and burns at the same things. Now it's turned off its engines, so that the ship is no longer. It's still moving in the same direction, but it's no longer producing.
I was trying to determine if there was a weird, shall we say, Eros-like
situation,
non-standard physical movement.
Newtonian. No.
There has to be something. I mean, it has to be. That's not me. That's court speaking, not Highland. Damn it, this is annoying.
That being said, yeah, you guys are on your own, but
Right.
no, it's all I can tell from here is that the ship cut its engines as soon as you were on board. Actium's matched speed and were holding alongside, but for now, that's all I've got.
Postman, I am very curious.
Me too. But we need to be careful. There could be anything or anyone on this ship. We don't know what the intentions are here for doing this, so let's stick together as a group. No splitting up for now.
Mark, this is Cass, and I radio to him specifically. And can you patch me into the hazmat drone?
Sure thing. Gives you access to it. So,
all right. I'm gonna attempt to do some scouting with that.
Okay. So you go through with the drone. The drone moves in to the main fuselage. It's a big open area. It looks like there's like a hallway that opens up into multiple hallways. It's kind of like a receiving area. And you see an elevator that's at the far end of the hallway. So you have the entrance, you have the hallway, and then it breaks off into two other hallways. And at the very end of that hallway, you have like an elevator that's going up and down the spine of the ship.
Okay.
And the elevator is not currently at the floor. It seems to be either above or below it. So you can see the elevator shaft, the open shaft, as you get towards it. As it reaches the hallway, there's no one on the hallways, it looks like. And as it reaches the elevator shaft, it looks up and down. You can see generally that the elevator seems to be up rather than down. But it seems to be at the very top of the deck. And this is a freighter, so it's a little bit bigger. See the actual size of this thing, because there's an actual size of it. It's a large ship, so it's about the same size as the Actium in terms of its full size. But most of it's made up of cargo space. So you're looking at like maybe the upper decks. This is about the upper decks of it. The lower decks would be the cargo area, and the upper decks would be the crew quarters. So this seems like it might be the crew quarters area.
Okay.
Do we have like a schematic on like the ship itself? Do I have one from that scan I did earlier?
You can get a general idea of the layouts. It seems like there's the crew quarters in this deck. Above it is the recreation deck and the like medical crew, like medical deck if they have it, and right below the crew deck is a machine shop, a simple machine shop, and that.
Any sign of refugees whatsoever?
Nothing.
No life signs whatsoever.
Well, there are life signs, as far as you could tell. Like there seems like heat signatures and stuff, like something you would expect to see from a ship carrying people, but there's nothing outstanding in terms of like there's no comm traffic coming out that you'd see. and nothing like that.
Okay. I wonder if the heat signatures were fake. Like maybe they just might be. You ever seen that old, that classic called Home Alone, where there's like people like in the windows and stuff? Maybe they did that with heat signatures to make us think that the people inside.
Well, whatever
Well-
we do, we have to be careful.
All I can tell you, I don't have a good radio voice, and I'm gonna need to find out from you guys how you tune your radio on the Go XLR.
You press the FX button.
It's just you press FX and megaphone.
Megaphone.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
There you go.
Well, I can tell you the deck ahead of you is clear, and I route the drone back to them and give them the basic layout of what I've scouted.
I'm gonna grab onto the drone so it can be responsible for moving me around.
Okay. You're going to have the drone carry you because it's 0G.
Hold on to it.
Yeah.
All right. You guys enter the hallway at all?
Rifle out.
Oh yes, I'm definitely entering. If there's
How does
ever any
the ammo feel?
inkling we should be moving forward, I'm definitely already moving forward.
Okay. So you guys are moving forward. You move forward into the hallway, and as you do, the
Dozen corners.
doors and corners. As you guys reach the kind of corners, you look around the corner. You don't see anything. But you do hear the elevator just, and you hear descending. And as it's descending, you can see some boots of a single figure as it's descending. And as it gets within sight, you see before you someone in Goliath power armor.
Oh shit!
MCR.
He's got the ying ding!
Is it Cortez?
We're gonna leave it at that.
It's Cortez!
Or it might be Brick. He has a set of Goliath on hand.
Or just, somebody who wants to
Or
murder
someone
her.
else who has it.
Yeah.
Or good fucking luck, guys. Jesse, get us out of here.